It is my honor and pleasure to introduce Mr. Ryan Schuerkamp. As both an undergraduate and a graduate student, he has maintained a perfect 4.0 GPA and will be graduating summa cum laude. In the 4 years he has been at Miami University, he has completed 2 challenging majors, a graduate degree, and a minor. These include a BS and MS in computer science, a BS in data science, and a minor in mathematics. While at Miami, Mr. Schuerkamp has had significant involvement in research that is documented through 8 scientific papers, on which he is the lead author. He has presented a number of these at international conferences. A significant portion of Mr. Schuerkamp's research has focused on topics that reflect humanitarian engineering and computing. In other words, engineering and computing for good. Following graduation, Ryan will pursue his doctorate in the School of Computer Science at Carnegie Mellon University. He hopes to advance machine learning methods and continue addressing public health and healthcare issues. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Ryan Schuerkamp to the podium.
Good afternoon, family, friends, faculty, and the fabulous class of 2024. I want to thank Dean Schuerkamp for inviting me to speak, Professor Bachman for providing leadership to the Computer Science and Software Engineering Department, and Professor Jobnelli for nominating and mentoring me. I also want to thank my fantastic family for always supporting me. Without all of you, I would not be here today. As Marguerite mentioned in the video, for many of us, today is our first normal graduation ceremony. Most of us graduated high school in the early uncertainty of the COVID-19 pandemic. Likely none of us had a traditional graduation, if one at all. I felt fortunate that I had to drive up graduation ceremony. I remember masking up, grabbing my diploma, walking across a miniature stage, taking a picture, shaking the principal's hand, and getting back in my car, all in under 2 minutes. Without a doubt, being here with all of you is a much different experience. Many of us started during the fall of 2020, the first full semester with COVID. Whether you came to campus or stayed at home, classes were fully remote, and college was not the same. I remember how excited I was in the spring, and then I just stayed home my entire freshman year. It was difficult to meet people and make new friends, even if you came to campus. My friends who came said Oxford was a ghost town, and they often felt alone on campus, stuck in their dorm rooms. Despite the isolation of freshman year, we still made new friends and made it here today. I met my best friend at Miami, Luke Knopf, that first semester on Zoom. In the fall of 2021, we finally got our first taste of a typical college experience. I vividly remember my first time uptown that first weekend, the red bricks lining High Street under my feet, the lengthy, chaotic line wrapping around an engulfing brick, and the energy of a new year in the air. However, the transition was not easy. A lot of us got COVID, and after the initial excitement faded, I became incredibly homesick and lonely. Thankfully, halfway through the semester, my mom and stepdad visited for family weekend. Then, the following week, my grandparents also visited, lifting my spirits and making me feel home here at Miami. After family weekend, I was able to build on the friendships I formed on Zoom during my freshman year and create a community here, which supported me throughout college, similar to Simon's community that he talked about in the video. I met my roommates, close friends, and fellow graduating computer science and data science majors, Steve Zigman and Luke Liang. Steve and Luke, could you please stand up? Thank you too for giving me some of my best memories of college. I will miss running into you two almost every day. Like many of my classmates, I became involved in research. In that first fall on campus, I began working with Professor Jobnelli on adolescent suicide prevention with the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. I continued working on this project during my junior year with a team of 3 students, including my roommate, Luke Liang. This project illuminated the vast applications of engineering and computing and the importance of interdisciplinary collaboration. I directly observed the impact computing and engineering can have on the world around us, including addressing pressing societal problems. As Madeline mentioned in the video, over the last 4 years, we have successfully navigated the early uncertainty of the COVID-19 pandemic, honed our abilities, and learned how to excel after Miami, no matter what the future holds. We have also seen the importance of community and supporting one another. As engineers and graduates of Miami, we have a duty to help those around us, whether through our work on pressing problems or building and supporting our community outside of work. Together, we will help build the future. But what could we do? Perhaps we could build a small, non-invasive surgical robot that you could swallow to perform non-invasive surgery. Mechanical, electrical, and chemical engineers could design the structure and circuitry and make it resistant to our stomach acid. Biomedical engineers could identify the optimal design to minimize its impact on our body while effectively accomplishing its task. And computer scientists can ensure that the robot can sense and respond to its environment. All the while, students of engineering management can help us effectively collaborate and run the business. All of this is possible with a little imagination and ingenuity. So, class of 2024, let's go build the future together. Love and honor.